Hello everyone, Crow back again, and this will be a continuation of the answers to the questions I received for the 500 subscriber giveaway special I did so long ago. And these next ones will be the text comments or the text questions that I've received either in the videos or on my channel or PM'd or whatever. So let's get the ball rolling with the first one. The first one is from a Zombie25. What is your question?
Do we get to pick what we get if we win?
Well, I already did the drawing and nobody got to pick what they wanted if they won. I just, put up an item, drew a name, you got that item. Next question. Actually, the next question is from Scooge Gaming.
What is your favorite Nintendo 64 game?
Well, I'm not a really big fan of the Nintendo 64, and I just looked through my library of games I have, and I'm going to have to say it's this one, F-Zero X for the Nintendo 64. Yeah, I played this one a lot. I mean, it's not Super Mario 64, it's not GoldenEye, it's not Smash Brothers, not even any of the Mario parties. It's this one, for sure. I played this one a lot. Next question is from Sour Lemon 20. What you got for me?
What is your favorite video game character?
That's kind of a difficult question to answer because I don't like to play favorites. But I would have to say that I do like Bonk from Bonk's Adventure and Bonk's Revenge a lot. Even Big Bonk Adventure. Just because he's such an underrated character. He's got that big head that he uses to attack. He eats the meat for power-ups. Just like a real man would. Bonk's Adventure. Not Bonk's Adventure, but Bonk himself. And even to a lesser extent, his descendant, Erzonk. He just reeks of coolness, of the 90s coolness. Let's see. Next question is from Tommy Fan. What you got?
What do you do for a living?
I'm a data analyst. I'm not really going to explain any further than that. I analyze data. That's it. Next question. A couple of questions from Techromancer1. What you got for me, Techromancer1?
How come you don't eat spinach?
I do eat spinach.
Are you really Techromancer1 cousin? He's feeling not family loved, lol.
Not in the legal sense, but spiritually, sure. Why not?
How come you're so awesome?
I'm so awesome because everybody that watches my video and subscribes to me makes me awesome. Especially you, Techromancer. Thanks again for all your shoutouts that you did. You got me plenty of subscribers, and much appreciated. I'm sure the YouTube gaming community wouldn't thrive as it is without your help. Next question is from Destructive. What you got?
Awesome facial hair. How long did it take to grow?
Oh, gee, I don't know. I can't even remember when I actually stopped shaving. It was probably 2 months ago. But maybe less than that. I don't really remember. But yeah, this is pretty much... I've only trimmed it once. So I'll just say, 2 months thereabouts. I really don't remember when I stopped shaving. That'll have to do for an answer. Next question is from Vinny Black Lodge.
What retro game would you like to see remade while sticking to the same style of the original?
I didn't think I'd want to see any game remade, but I'm gonna have to say Battletoads. I'd love to see like a full-fledged Battletoads game on either the Xbox 360 or the PS3, and a full-fledged legit release, with a disc and a case, not a downloadable version. I want to actually go to the store, buy the game, and play an awesome new version of Battletoads with shape-shifting fists and feet and heads, growing horns, and just have an awesome beat 'em up. Maybe even they could get it to work in 3D. Who knows? I'd love to see an awesome 3D Battletoads game. That's my answer. Next question is from J-Boy Pac-Man.
What video game or games is your soon-to-be wife better at than you?
Well, there are typically 2 series that she does get the upper hand on me. The first one is Mario Party. She does tend to win that a lot more than I do. And the second one is the Scene games. I mean, I do occasionally win those, but she just knows a lot more about movies and people than I do. So those are the two games she has a better chance of winning against me, if that's a nice thing to say. I hope she doesn't watch this. Next question is from Noel 3200.
How did you get into gaming and why do you love it?
Well, I got into gaming at a very young age. My family, notably my uncle, had a Atari 2600. He had it. Most of my uncles had it. My family eventually got one. And I would was it early 80s? And you had an Atari 2600, you were going to play it. That's pretty much why I got into it. And I just, love playing the games. It's really, it's like asking, I don't know, why do you like driving if you're a race car driver? You just like the sensation of playing the games. You like seeing what new games could come out. You like seeing what older games were like. You like seeing what, how programmers did things. And how they got around, limitations of systems and whatnot. I find all that stuff very interesting. I think that'll do. Let's see. Next question is from Kalia123.
Which console has the most nostalgic value to you, and also, which game or games for that console?
Definitely the Atari 2600 has the most nostalgic value to me because it was the first game system I remember ever playing. I mean, as young as even before 5, I remember playing it. And the first game I remember playing on that was Combat. So Combat is one of those games. Circus Atari, Video Pinball, Kaboom, all those games I remember playing. And it just brings me back to a time when, you didn't have to worry about save states or, the gameplay was just straightforward. You didn't have to read the instruction manual. You just pick up the controller and figure it out in 3 seconds. And then you get addicted, and you try and do better, and you try and do better. There's no story. You have to do one thing. I'd have to say Atari 2600 and a few of those Atari 2600 games I listed off. All right, next question is from Treasure Chest Reviews.
If you could have one arcade cab, what would it be and why?
Well, arcade cabinet-wise, I would have to go with any of the Beatmania 2DX cabinets. Those things are huge, and they're loud, and they're expensive, and I love Beatmania. I love playing it at home. I had never really played it in an arcade. Normally, whenever I see a machine, which is very, very rarely, it's not in good condition. I don't want to play it. I'd love to get better at that because the arcade table is set up a little bit different than the home controller. I think it would have to be that. That is my favorite game. But, like I had said in the previous question, if I had the choice between an arcade cabinet and a pinball machine, I would definitely go with the pinball machine. And like I said before, Funhouse, Addams Family, Whirlwind, Medieval Madness. I'd love to have any one of those pinball machines, just because I love pinball. There's something that makes me love pinball so much. Just the randomness and the physical being there. It's not just all digital. You have to worry about how real physics with the ball and trying to get it to go where you want. So next question is from Bite My Wii. Ask away.
How did you decide on your YouTube username?
Well, it's easy. It goes even back before YouTube when I was playing Quake 2 and I needed to have a avatar name for Quake 2. And even back to AOL Instant Messenger. I wanted to use Tom Servo originally from Mystery Science Theater, but I couldn't use Tom Servo. So I used Crow instead. And I couldn't say Crow T Robot because that name was already taken. So I chose the Crow with the 4 O's that appears in the opening sequence of the show, just like that. Minus the exclamation point. And that's why I have 1s instead of exclamation points. I couldn't put exclamation points, so I used 1, which is a shiftless exclamation point. But yeah, I am a big fan of Mystery Science Theater 3000, and this is what I just wound up using for everything with the 111 after it. So yeah, most everything. There's some things that don't use that, but for YouTube, there's your explanation. All right, everybody. It looks like I ran out of time on this video. I'll continue these questions in the next video, which should be uploaded the next day, barring any unforeseen circumstances. See you then.
She'll die first. She's useless and outdated, and I'm going to tell on her.